A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 7. Brissett sets to throw it. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Fournette, a first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brissett. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
Brissett. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brissett. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Fournette. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he's going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. From the 29, Brissett. Evans has it left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Here's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And Johnson's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. The score.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Mariota going to run on the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A give to Williams, running right. He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Patterson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On the option to give to Williams here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Coup for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Flushed out right. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brissett. He'll find Fournette again here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Brissett. This will take it in by Otten. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A handoff to Fournette. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Throwing, Brissett. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And here now come the Falcons. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Second down, here's an option right. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. To throw, Brissett. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Brissett now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee
here. NFC Championship, here we come.
Secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.